All right, that's for my time. I've been incredibly high. Thank you so much.
This is not that weird being high doing it. Fuck, dude. I feel like I'm kind of swimming. Okay,
Alright, nice rainy night in Los Angeles, so that gave us one idea. What better than?
smoke weed before our stand-up show.
So we're gonna do a little bit of ha-ha and not get a few ha-has is probably...
Oh, I'm gonna bomb. I don't smoke weed at all.
What was the last thing you smoked?
Weed, and I think I took one hit, and then I thought I was a robot.
What was it, like the flower or was it like the oil?
Flower. It was a flower. It was like, it was a little... Is this different?
Oh yeah, this is way stronger.
Yo, come on,
Yeah,
dude!
this is Elon Musk stuff, like Joe Rogan stuff right here.
So Elon Musk smoked this before he came up with the Tesla?
I think so, yeah. Before he sent that shit into space for sure. Took one of these, just did a little bit of...
Dude, oh, we're doing it now?
It's actually really good. It's flavorful.
I don't give a fuck about the flavor, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
An indica's one that makes you all tired, but sativa's ones that make you like feel like you want to be out in public. So that's what these ones are.
They're sativa.
Yeah, these ones make you feel...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, oh, no, God, no. I'm the same way, because I panic. I panic when I use, like, the indicas. Like, I go straight anxiety mode. Like, I'm like a naked mole rat just diving into a sewer. Yeah, I was going to try to say something comforting, but yeah, there's nothing really I can say.
So this is stronger than regular weed?
Yeah, it's condensed. This is like a plant condensed into, like, one.
Come on, dude!
This is...
I'm freaking out. I'm legit
be.
freaking out.
Yeah.
This is your second one. This is your second hit.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the flavors?
So we got gelato.
Gelato?
Gelato, yeah. See, it's gelato, but all the stoners that are watching are like, okay, he's in good hands. Like, are you in good hands? Gelato. It's an Allstate commercial. Gelato, and then I think this one is, it's called...
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Close. Jelly Bean OG. It tastes like jelly bean.
Come on, dude!
It tastes...
All right, let me see.
So which one you want? The jelly bean or the gelato?
What is the one that's not going to make me cry and think about my father?
Neither.
Oh, no, dude. I'll do the gelato.
Rip away, no buttons, no nothing.
No buttons?
Nothings. It's
Dude,
just air powered. It's like a Tesla.
Damn, dude. All right.
So you just... Okay, we demonetizing the channel? Okay. Cheers. This is a most stoner thing you can do.
Cheers.
We'll see how this goes. I'm canceled. My brain is like, words are just erasing as we go.
My mouth feels like a babbling brook.
Oh, dude. Try talking up there.
Oh no, we have to talk up there.
We have to talk up there. I feel like a giant baked cookie, which is tasty, but also horrifying at the same time. So,
I never thought I knew what a metaphor felt like, but I feel like kind of like a walking metaphor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A walking metaphor is a metaphor in itself.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
A walking fuck. It's, oh yeah.
Should we start rapping, dude?
Dude, honestly.
I'll fucking rap right now, dude.
Do it? You got a hot bar?
You better give me that fucking beat, dog. Pizza crust on my feet. Wallace on the beat. I wanna eat yo tit. T. That shit don't rhyme. My name is Mike B.
Keep in mind, we just got beats on deck over here. Metro Boomin' with some bloomin'. What, dude?
What if your body was hand tossed?
Yo.
Like a pizza.
I feel like that'd be like a great body. That would.
Are we gonna be late for the show?
3 minutes.
Let's go in.
3 minutes to sober up and do some good Christian boys, Christian comedy. Jim Gaffigan.
Yo, this is the part that I just try to pretend like I'm not high. Like I'm like extra. I'm extra.
Act chill.
I'm trying to be a better boyfriend this year. Yeah, so far it's going pretty good. I feel like because I'm single. But the thing that I'm doing, I'm preparing myself to be a better boyfriend in the future, right?
I am so high.
I say Rite Aid because it's like a very one-item store, right? Like you only go there for one thing and one thing only, you know? Like anytime you ever see somebody at a Rite Aid with a shopping cart, call the cops. I don't know what the fuck they're about to do, but nobody needs that many goddamn bags of candy corn. Hell, and put that shit back.
Pronouns, huh?
Yeah.
Those are pretty big now.
Yeah.
Pronouns. The PC movement is really pushing the pronouns. You know, I'm actually excited that they're pushing the pronouns because now I know what a pronoun is. I really hope people start getting offended by adverbs so I can learn what the fuck those are.
I'm not saying you're old, you can't work there. I just feel like, a lot of times the older people that do work there just aren't as sharp, you know? Like last week I went there looking for razors, and I just went straight to the front. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, do you know where the razors are? Sweet old lady just looked me in the eyes and she just goes, oh, honey, I don't even know where I am right now.
And I'm into like authentic goth women. Like, you know, like I need to smell the cemetery on you. Like, goodbye, guys. Peace.
Just left the show. Overall review, 10 out of 10. Don't do that. Don't do that again, dude. I had Alzheimer's up there.
It was the worst experience of my life, man. I felt like I was in a vat of grape jelly. So, nope.
Yeah, not fun. Welcome back to another episode of Stiff Socks. Before we get into our nightmare of being high on stage doing stand-up comedy, which is about as fun as it sounds, we've got some other stuff to talk about. For example, just going to jump right into it because she jumped right onto me with a knife. I had a girl pull a knife on me over the weekend.
What?
I didn't tell you this?
No, you didn't tell us.
Okay, so here...
Can we? I'm so sorry, man. Can we pause real quick?
Yes.
I think we need to let everyone know that why everything looks different.
True. See, here's the thing. I didn't relocate because a girl pulled a knife on me in my own apartment. It's not like this is some CIA shit, like I'm under witness patrol program. But
witness patrol program?
What is it? Witness
protection program.
I see. I don't even know because I'm that scared because she pulled a knife on me. I'm still jittering. But yeah, we're in a new studio right now.
Yeah, this is a new studio. This is a temporary. This is it. I mean, I'm cool with it.
It looks like we're making beats in here. So
I also realize that we're in the exact same thing.
So you guys should make this a drinking game. Every episode where Trevor and Michael wear the same outfits, you get hammered because you would be getting hammered a lot.
This is embarrassing. Here's the thing about dressing as a dude. Mm-hmm. You only got a couple options, to be honest.
It's like, do I wear a hood today or not? And that's kind of it.
Hoodie, t-shirt, jeans. Like there's no like variance.
Right. The girls don't have this problem. And when they do, it's like they throw down.
It's a nightmare.
They're like, oh, you were going to wear a blouse. You know, I wear blouses in January. And like, that's a big, but like, I've literally seen Michael and I'm like, I wear that outfit every day.
If your closet just sort of oddly Freaky Friday became my closet, I don't know if I would notice. I wouldn't.
I'd be like, it's a little bit tighter, but okay. I feel a little muscular today.
Are you saying that I wear
You're more in shape.
Clothing?
You're more in shape.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's not a lot of room to breathe around those triceps right there. That's a good Easter fit right there. Michael's got on a crazy Easter fit right now. About to go meet all of his new nieces and nephews and shit.
Yo, I do feel like I'm about to go to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I'm just missing a tie.
See, that's why I wore denim so you could flex that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you know, because I do have this crazy looking Firefest Ja Rule t-shirt going on right now.
Dude, you take it off. Not the shirt. Yeah. You know, I mean, you gotta flex that shirt a little bit. Yeah.
But now we both look like we're changing because of each other. Also, I don't know if you just witnessed how unmasculine I did. I did a shimmy just to take this shirt off, and my titties is bouncing around.
So, what's a masculine way to take off a jacket? Like one arm at a time?
You yell creatine and take it off. And you just hope that somebody's looking. Yeah, exactly. That's the only way to take it off. Are you a sweater around the waist guy? Do you do it? You commit to that?
Sweater around the waist?
You know when when you're not wearing it anymore and then you tie it around the waist?
Yeah.
You've never done that? You've never seen it?
I've seen it, but I've only seen it with women.
Yeah, Caucasian dads, that's their specialty.
Caucasian dads? You know what I find out about my observation with women that tie sweatshirts, whatever, around their waist? I feel as though, it's style, but I feel like as though they're like trying to hide their butt. So
dude, girls are getting smarter. They're doing that at the gym. They're like putting it around the ass, and I'm like, yo, you can't wear yoga pants and then just put a helmet over it. Like,
I would like
that's a shield.
Well, it's also like my point is, I think it's funny too when girls wear the little tie thing and there's nothing there to hide, and nor would I want to look at that. So it's just like, don't look at me. We're like, we're good.
We're good. Yeah, tie it around your face. I'm kidding. Am I? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's true though. I have like 3 things in my closet, and you ever like wear something different someday, and you can tell people are looking at you differently. You like try to wear like a I don't even know, like a button up, but like not like open, but like buttoned up, and people are like, so what'd you have today? Like a job interview, a funeral? You're like, just felt like dressing up today. And they're like, huh, it doesn't really fit you. And you're like, note taken.
Yeah. It's also, I realized too that for the most part, I like to look semi-presentable when I go out in public.
Right.
So like when you wake up, you're like, dude, fuck it. I'm just gonna put on some sweatpants and a t-shirt that might have a stain or two in it, and I didn't do my hair. And I walk outside and people go, yo, you depressed, bro? Are you good?
Right,
Is everything
right.
good with like your family? Everything's fine? You're like, yeah, dude, I just didn't feel like putting the extra 15 minutes in to look good. You know what I mean?
The only place that I'll really like slum it real bum style is the local gas station right next to my house. Like at 7-Eleven, like they see you at your worst, dude. You're moseying in there. They don't know if you're hungover, you got hit by a car, or you just woke up. But they don't say anything. They'll never be like, yo, rough night. They're just like, hey, credit or debit. And you're like, my man, I respect that you know that there's peanut butter smeared on my face that I haven't cleaned off yet. But they don't care.
Why is there peanut butter on your face?
You ain't never had a peanut butter night?
What are you talking about, bro? Why you say it to me like
You ain't never just
normal
You ain't never
shit?
just got drunk and been like, oh, the only thing in the fridge is peanut butter. And then you start talking
Yeah,
to
but
yourself.
why is it on your face though? Do you fall asleep like on the peanut butter jar like it's a pillow?
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Peanut butter is kind of like a slower Tempur-Pedic mattress. So
Okay.
you kind of rest in it. It's comforting, you know?
Okay.
It's kind of like a gooey quicksand.
Did I ever tell you the time that when I was in college, I put peanut butter and jelly on a girl's, like we were doing a little intercourse. And first I was like, and I don't know I don't know what came over me. I was like, you know what? Creativity. And I just got up and went to my fridge and got peanut butter and jelly, came back and just spread it on her vagina.
Wow.
I like it was like literally like all over it, and then I started going to town, and everyone was into it.
Everyone? Who all was in the room?
All my roommates. No, it's just like her and I were like
Well, this was a social experiment for the class, but it was okay.
it was the middle of
So
like
you just spread it on there? And
Yeah, I spread it on there like with my hands, not a knife. That'd be hilarious if I used like a spatula.
That's what I picture was the knife, yeah.
No. That would have been so funny. But I used like my hand and I put it all over it, and then the jelly. I went peanut butter, then the jelly, and then
So was one side peanut butter, one side jelly, or you just had no remorse and just threw it everywhere?
It was a debacle. It was just shit, not shit, just fucking peanut butter and jelly all over the place. And then I just went to town and ate it all off. Like, you know how like when people are like, yeah, eat with marshmallow on me or like chocolate on me or whatever.
I don't know.
Come on. No.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
know what I mean?
Yeah, like whipped cream and normal people shit. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's normal people shit. But I think that it was in college, so either I was in like a creative mode, or
that's all you had in your mini
That's what
fridge.
I think would happen.
You're like, bro, I could have had mustard in there, and we would have been just having fucking mustard dogs all night.
Miracle Whip all over.
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. You're like, I got a Keystone Light, and she's like, please don't. You're like, I'll take that or peanut butter and jelly.
just pour it down there.
So how was it?
It was disgusting. Not this. It was awful. It was awful. Dude, you ever like see a dog eat peanut butter? Like that's where I was at, because like I was like drunk, so I was like a little dehydrated. I'm trying to eat peanut butter off skin.
Yeah,
everything's getting stuck. It was not.
I feel like that took a long time. Like you were down there for a while.
I mean, I think she enjoyed it because I was down there for such a long time.
Right, but little did you know, you were just dehydrated, gasping for air, and you're just kind of just trying to survive.
Yeah. Yeah, but so in the moment, it was all fine. And then we woke up, and I remember like opening my eyes and like just looking down on my duvet, and there's peanut butter and jelly.
First of all, you had a duvet in college?
I was killing it, dude.
You got money, dog. You had a mini fridge and a duvet in college. God damn.
I was raised by women, so I know how to.
I just bought a duvet over the weekend, so I feel you. Yeah, I like
Congrats,
it.
dude.
It's great. Dude, it's like a hug all night. It's like a warm hug.
So what were you doing? Just
normal blanket. Just a blanket from Target.
Blanket.
Just a casual, like one side was one color, and if you're feeling fucking crazy or you haven't done your laundry, you just flip it to a different color on the other side.
Yeah, dude. I had
it's a very college blanket.
Back to college with the flip over. Before I had the duvet my freshman year, I had just like one side black from Target, one side black, one side like cream color, and there was just cum stains.
Yeah, so the
all over
black side kind of just turned into like a Cruella DeVille outfit, and then it just looked like a cow.
If I had like family coming over or whatever, or it was like a holiday, I would switch to cream, and people knew, like they walk in my room, and be like, "Oh, cream! It must be your birthday."
Yeah, right. Yeah. When I was buying the duvet over the weekend, there was a nice lady helping me out because I don't know shit about being an adult, and adults are very duvet-ish. I was like, oh, I should get a black sheet. And the lady just looked at me and she goes, oh, no, guys shouldn't get a duvet that's a black sheet. And I was like, oh, she thinks I'm fucking. I was like, all right. So I gave her a look. I was like, okay, where's the cream colored sheets? And
that's really nice of her, though. That's a big compliment, because
Yeah,
if you
she thought I was
if you were
banging.
disgusting, she'd be like, yeah, you could definitely get black or like a darker color than black.
She was looking
Midnight
out for
black,
me,
you
yeah.
could do that.
Oh yeah, she was looking out for me because my mind was like silk, black duvet, like ball. And then she's like, it shows everything. And I was like, everything? And she's like, everything. And I was like, I trust you, Maria. And then I just bought it and then gave her 10%.
You gave her money?
I tipped at the checkout. I was like, hey, this lady was great to me. I don't know if they paid her or not, but you ever get service that's like so good you want to
Yes.
know their name?
Yeah.
I love those people. There's two
Yeah.
types of people in retail. Those that are just like, bro, I went somewhere, this is not retail, but I went somewhere to this was in Texas, to get
Yeah.
barbecue. And I was like, how much is a quarter pound of brisket? And the guy goes, I don't know, a quarter pound. Like fucking those people
I'll fight
die.
you. I'll
bro.
fight you in the
Like
street.
shit like that, dog. I don't even have a Yelp account, but I will sign up. I'll make a premium membership just so I can comment how shitty that dude's attitude was towards
Yeah.
me. But when you helped me buy a duvet cover, she told me like what colors to get,
Yeah.
this and that. And she's like, yo, low key, this one's overhyped and way too much. Get this one's better. I was like, I love you.
Dude, when I go to a place and you don't like, it's okay for you not to like your job. I'm fine with that.
Right.
But don't get mad at me because you hate your job. I'm
Right.
coming to a thing to get a McDonald's, and like, don't be like McDonald's. And I'm like, can I have number one? And be like, all right. Like you're
Yeah.
angry that I ordered food at a place where I'm supposed to order food. But those people who have like passion for their job, like, dude, I bought a TV at Best Buy. This dude was going in. He was saying things that I don't even know where, like, he was like, yeah, it's a DWI HDMI cord. And if you do that, you get the
You just listing the alphabet. Yeah.
dude, he's just the NBA.com, and I was like, yeah, cool, man. And there was just so much passion
Yeah.
with with like his knowledge of TV and electronics. He was so happy that I was buying it. I was like, dude, I can't tip you, but I want to give you something.
Right.
Like, give me your address so I can send you something for Christmas, because I just love your passion.
Dude, certain people, they just get it. But the people that just are an asshole to you, it's like, I hope you get fired tomorrow. And I hope that you have to drive for Uber and the first customer throws up in your car. You know, like
Yeah.
slow and painful shit you wish to them. You know, it's just like, God damn.
I want to follow you out to the parking lot after you get fired, and I want to fight you.
Dude, the funniest thing ever happened. This is at this is a Whole Foods right by my house, Santa Monica, and they have a coffee shop in there. It's a Groundworks one. And one time, the barista dude was taking forever. He's talking to this other guy behind, and you know, I'm kind of in a rush or whatever. And they're talking, and the customer is like, "Yeah, I'm kind of sick," and they're like having a full on conversation. It's taking like 5 minutes, and he sees me in the background do one of these. I'm sure you could hear that. It was one of those like frustration knee slaps. You know,
the frustration
You know when white
knee
people get
slap.
angry, and that's like they're calling.
You know,
I just do one of these.
my go-to is,
I think I even hit him with, I think I did both.
Yeah.
And then by the time I get to the register, the guy goes, "Hey man, what can I get for you?" I was like, "Just trying to get a coffee." I said it like that exact tone. And he goes, "I can't fucking deal with this." And he walks around the counter past me and walks into the break room.
no, he doesn't.
He like threw a fit. He's like, "I can't deal with I don't remember what he called me. He was like, "I can't deal with these fucking LA preppy people." And then he just walked away. And the manager's just chilling there. And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck just happened, dog?"
So he just left?
Just left.
And who served you a coffee?
The other manager, I was like, "Bro, you can't just be having your barista storm out on me." First of all, like
what a child,
it was the,
bro.
It was
What
the
a
weakest storm out.
millennial, just like brittle spirit type of person.
It was so weird because like he had to walk past me to leave.
Did he shoulder bump you?
No, I followed him for like 10 steps.
You followed
I
him?
was like, "Yo, bro, we good?" I mean, he was like he was built like a carrot. So it was I was like completely
He's built like a poem.
Oh, yeah, like a haiku. I was ready to throw it like the 353. Yeah.
Yo.
Well, that's the thing is like I'm already impatient trying to get my coffee, and this dude literally made it seem like I was the one at fault here because all I said was just trying to get a coffee, man.
Yeah.
And my roommate was there, and he was like, "Did that really just happen?"
Yeah.
Got a free coffee out of it though.
Dude, that's great. My thing is like, back to my original point, man. It's like, I know that if you are getting a divorce or you're losing your children and you work at Quiznos, you're not going to like your life. And I'm empathetic to that. But I'm just here trying to get a sandwich. Literally, I'm trying to get a thing that your place gives people.
The thing that you guys do.
Right.
That's like your job.
So it's not my fault. It's not my fault that your like extra life shit is involved in my spicy Italian sandwich that I want. And can you not toast it as much as you normally do? And you go, "Oh," and you freak out.
Right.
It's all good. Dude,
It's
one time I
crazy.
was on this bus, like it was a mega bus, and I was going from New York to DC, and we were like in the middle of like Jersey, like it was like 3 a.m, and there's a bus full of fucking people. And all of a sudden, he pulls off to get gas. In the middle of Jersey, in the middle of nowhere, Jersey. Right?
I've never seen a bus get gas, by the way.
You don't bus it.
I don't bus it.
Well, dude,
all.
East Coast going from like, if you're like on the road stand up wise, like if you're going from like New York to Boston, like you're gonna take a bus. It's like $15. So whatever. So I'm in buses a lot. Anyways, so he pulls off to get gas, and he gets on the phone. And I can see him start yelling to whoever's on the
driver,
phone.
yeah?
The driver, yelling back and forth whoever's on the phone with, right? And then he just walks off into the distance, right? And we're sitting on the bus. Everyone's like, there's like 60, 70 people, and we're like, yo, what is happening? It's 3 a.m. We're all trying to get to DC, I think. What's going on, right? So we all start filing off. And I walk up to the dude and I'm like, hey man, like what's happening?
Oh,
like,
they sent you, the tribe picked you to go, or you just manned up?
It was just, no one was really like everyone was just like kind of meandering around being like, I wonder what's happening. It's like, I'm just going to go ask him.
Did you like pull up the pants real quick? Like, all right, let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, a bunch of full confidence. Because this dude was massive.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he was
most
a very,
bus
very
drivers
big,
are,
Yeah. So I walk up to him like, hey man, like what's happening? He goes, yo, they ain't paying for my gas. They're not going to try to reimburse me for the gas. I go, your company's not going to reimburse you for your gas? He goes, nah, because whatever. But he was pissed they weren't going to reimburse him right then, right? He's like, I'm not paying $200 right now for gas. I'm not going to reimburse him right then. I go, all right, man. So what are we going to do? He goes, I quit.
You're like, yeah, but you're stuck. Even if you quit, you're stuck. We're stuck.
That was the funniest thing. It's like, yo, you didn't think this through, because if you quit, we're all stuck. And then I go, all right, man, but that's totally fine. But there's like 60, 70 people that need to get to DC. Like, what are we supposed to do? He looks at me, he goes, yo, you don't understand. I quit. And then he started taking off his megabus gear as if that's a better, like I needed like a visual to understand what he's talking about. He started taking off his megabus, like spiking it on the ground.
Did he throw the uniform at you like, you want to drive then?
Yo, he threw it like sort of in my, not at me, but it was like in the middle of us, like trying to like make like a little barrier between like fucking megabus barrier, like fuck you, I quit, right? And I go, all right, man. I walk away. And then everyone starts like surrounding each other, like started talking, right? And you could figure out who would do what in like a post-apocalyptic thing, because people started freaking out.
Oh, dude. The second there's turbulence, you know who's dying first in a plane. Like when the first person that goes, like you're out. You're fucking done, dude.
You'll be the first person to get eaten by a zombie.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
So people started freaking out. People started making clicks quick. It was weird, dude.
Really?
Yeah, because me and 2 other people were going to take an Uber. And we were like talking about it, and then someone started coming up like, "Yo, hey, what's going on? What are you doing?" We're like, "Nothing. We're not gonna do it." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
you're
not in our tribe, bro.
The funniest thing, this dude comes up to me, this big tall dude with dreads. He goes, "Yo, man, listen, bro, we gotta do what we gotta do." And I go, what?
It's the most generic thing you could say in that situation.
I know.
You're like, bro, were you sent here by a shitty movie director?
Yeah, were you sent here by a fortune cookie, bro?
That's your one line in the movie. We got to do what we got to do. Make sure he has dreads on for diversity.
And cut. That was really great.
Right.
But he goes, yo, we got to do what we got to do. And I literally go, what does that mean, man? He goes, yo, we got to take the good with the bad, man. Someone's got to drive the bus.
I fucking hate those people.
He goes, someone's got to drive the bus.
Oh, shit.
He goes, nah. I'll drive the bus. And I go, bro, this is not a Ford Focus. This is a double-decker bus. You can't just drive the bus. What are you talking about?
Was it stick shift or was it automatic? Or?
Bro, it was an automatic, but we're talking about a bus that sits like 70 people. It's a monstrous 2-story. Like it's literally, you're driving a whale, bro. It's not, you're not driving a Nissan Sentra. It's a fucking thing.
Right.
You're just with the most confidence. Like, yeah, I'll drive this bus. Cool, man. I'm not getting on it. Enjoy it.
So what happened?
We literally just sat there for probably about 3 to 4 hours waiting for another megabus driver to get driven to us. And then we got back. So we were originally supposed to get back at like 6 a.m. We got back to DC at like around like 10:30, 11 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
It was horrible. I mean, we all got refunded and shit, but I just thought it was so funny that he had so much confidence that he was like, yo, we got to do what we got to do, bro. I guess I got to drive the bus. No.
That's hilarious. I feel like that dude's going to be telling the story in like 30 years. Be like, yeah, I wasn't a war veteran, but one time a bus broke down on the way to DC and your boy stepped up. Isn't that right, kids? It's funny.
Oh, man.
So speaking of being left stranded, knife pulled on me.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, dude.
No.
I'm so sorry.
This episode.
This is way more important than this.
No, but there's a lot going on in this episode.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to talk about being high on stage because it was absolutely frightening. But over Sunday, I had a girl come over that I've been talking to through the Instagram DMs, you know, the official dating app of 2019. And so she comes over and we've been talking for a few weeks here and there. She comes over. We're sitting on the couch talking for about an hour, you know, because I'm a good listener. Ladies, you're welcome. And about an hour in, mid-sentence, from underneath her bra, she pulls out
God.
what looks like either is a switchblade or a casual like Home Depot knife. You know those knives that like all the construction workers have?
Yeah, they
where,
like
flips
the
out?
exact. Oh, the flip out ones.
Flipped out. And she just goes, like, this is mid-sentence. She just takes it out, puts it in her purse, and she goes, oh, yeah, I just have that just to make sure you're not a murderer. You pass. And I was like,
What?
I was like, I don't know if you noticed this, but I opened the door in moccasins. Like, no dude is trying to fuck you up in I had a lavender vanilla candle burning in the background. Like, no dude likes lavender and cyanide, you know? Like,
Yeah, no one likes
I'm
lavender
not-
and murder. They
Bro, I was
don't
like-
even go together, man.
I was like, do you see what I am built like? I am the physical representation of a sunscreen bottle. I'm not going to attack you. Like, at first I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you actually thought I was going to attack you? Like, I was like mind blown. And she's like, well, you never know. I think because Ted Bundy's like trending right now.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. But then I was kind of like a little impressed. I was like, yo, she thought I could like
Murder, bro.
manhandle. Yo, dog. I was like in the mirror, like, yo, you could be a murderer, dog.
You're kind of killing it though because the target woman thought you fucked and
Yes.
this woman thought you could murder. So you're like 2 for 2. This week is good for you.
Dude, I was like, you don't even need a knife to take me down, bro. Just like throw.
Just a strong gust of wind.
Bro, because you know what's stronger than a weapon to me? A strong insult, bro. Like if I go to
Yeah.
attack you and you're just like, did you not give a shit about your hair this morning? I would just stop and be like, let's reassess this. Why are you saying these mean things to me? Okay,
Just
I'm
start-
going to call the cops on you now.
Just start crying.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It was just so weird because I know girls have like pepper spray on them a lot at all times, like,
Yeah,
just in case they're walking to the car. But like,
Yeah.
I know girls joke about that. They're like, haha, you're not a murderer, right? And you're like, have you ever had a girl say that?
Yeah, and my response is always, if you thought I might be a murderer, don't come to my house.
Right. But
Well,
also,
you're really gonna roll the dice here?
right. It's just,
And it's also what is interesting about that scenario is at what point did she think, like, what happened in the conversation in her head? She goes,
That's what I'm
now
saying.
it's time to take out the knife because he's fine.
this was like an hour in. I must have said something like, God, the kombucha I had this morning. She's like, whew, thank God he's a pussy. I would love to know what I said because it was literally mid-sentence. And I was
Yeah.
like trying to like see where I was. I was like, wait, what? You had a titty knife? Just a knife in the titty?
Dude, did she think that was like a sexy thing? Like she was taking it out like it was like oh, look at my
No.
titty knife?
No. See,
No.
I was kind of like, I would have been more scared if like we start hooking up and like my hand goes up there and I'm like, what is this line? Oh, that's a knife that my hand is on your titty.
Was she, that's what I'm saying. Like, was she nervous that was gonna happen? Like, I'm just trying to get like, or was it sort of like a threatening, like, here, just want to let you know I have a knife if you want to get crazy?
Yeah.
Was it that?
I don't even, I've never had that happen. Like I've had girls joke around, be like, haha, like, so glad you're not a murderer. And you're like,
Yeah.
We're eating pasta. Like what? It's a
Yeah.
5-star restaurant. What kind of murder? If it was an Olive Garden, I could see your concern, but like,
Yeah, this is not a Red Lobster,
I
bitch.
put
Yeah.
my paycheck on this tonight. We took an Uber XL here. Ain't nobody getting an Uber XL to get killed. I was just like mind blown because I was like, I know that's concern that girls have to go through, but also, like you said, don't go to the house if you
Don't go
have
to the house, man.
any thought.
If there is 0.5% of you, because when she was loading up the knife, that should have been the first inclination of being like, yo, I shouldn't go to this dude's house. Let me
Right.
meet him at Borders.
Right.
Let's read some books. Let's talk about Jesus and
Right.
let me assess the situation.
Nobody's getting killed at Borders.
No.
Barnes and Noble, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Borders? No. I was just like so thrown off.
Yeah, it's a weird dude. One time I had a girl send me a picture of her dad holding an AK-47. I swear to God. And then she goes, my dad wanted me to send this to you.
That's my favorite dad move ever. I actually fucking respect the shit out of that, actually.
But to
Like,
me,
don't even try it.
yeah, I got to. But dude, to me, it's like, what are you trying to get from that? Because to me, it's like, if you're trying to sort of scare me into treating you right, it's not going to happen because I don't want that life. I don't want to have to treat you right based on that your dad has a gun. Don't you want me to treat you right because I
Right.
want you to treat you right?
Yeah, your dad could have a blow dart gun or he could have a highlighter. I don't care how he's attacking me. I'm going to treat you the same. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, your
Right.
dad is an AK. Like, yo, maybe, hey, wherever you want to go tonight for dinner, that's on you. I'm not calling the shots
You want a
here.
relationship based on fear?
Yeah.
I don't like, and dude, as soon as she said that, I go, oh, this is how the inner workings of your brain is happening. So let me, I'm
It's
out.
also funny. It was a picture. Like
It was a picture,
Like
dude.
that's so funny. Like like honey, could you come in here and take a picture of me with the AK? Yeah. Jessica needs it. She's going on a date with some little manly guy. Thinks he's got a shot with her. That's just so funny to me. Like the picture, like because back in the day the dad would meet you at the door and be like, "You're here to take out my daughter," and then he
squeeze your
would
hand real
scratch his
hard.
belt and you'd see a little pistol come out. And you're like,
Right.
"Okay, I get it." But now in this, I'm surprised he didn't just airdrop it to you. Steve would like to airdrop you a message from his iPhone 4. And it's just a gun, just across the living room. You're like, "Is this you?" He's like, "Yep."
Dude, he had the most Russian face I have ever seen. Like he was 100% in the Russian mob. He had a shaved head. He had like Rambo. He had those cartridges.
Yeah.
And I don't think, or the bullets. You know, the bullets. I don't think the bullets were working with the gun, but he was just trying to look at the
It's
most.
just separate bullets.
Yeah. Because dude,
He just bought all this shit at a thrift store the day before. World War I veteran. You're like, I don't know if you were alive for that. Dude, you're 40. You were not.
Hey, dude, you're holding a super sucker, bro.
You just took the orange cap off your airsoft gun. We see that. It's so funny. Just like that the modern day, like trying to scare, because do dads do that anymore? Try to scare the people going on a date with their daughter?
I think so, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, because think about it. Wouldn't you? I would, if my daughter was like 14 and she was
How would you, let's say you got a daughter, she's 14, she's going on a prom. How are you going to scare the dude?
naked,
Naked?
open the door naked like it's regular. Like, what's up?
That's way better than my answer.
What's yours?
I was going to buy like a fake Ford F-350 key, put it in my hand and go to shake his hand.
Right.
And then he'd be like, "Wait, what's that in your hand?" I'd be like, "Oh, that's diesel right there." And then I'd just walk away and he'd be like, "Fuck."
He would be so confused about what does that even mean?
That the dad is a diesel truck. And I feel like diesel truck
what does that
dads
mean?
they'll just fuck you up. Like they'll fight you over a Slim Jim type guy.
Right. Like they'll kill you and
They'll
bury
choke
you in the backyard, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Next to the other people that he's already murdered.
Right. But answer the door naked is also hilarious.
Answer the door naked, or literally just say something like, "Hey, really nice to meet you. I'm capable of murder." And anyways, you should definitely like just throw something in there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like,
Or I'd
hey,
say something like oddly specific.
Right.
Like, bring her back by 9:47. 9:48 is when I get the hounds. And then he's like, "The hounds?" And then you close the door.
Yeah, the hound, or you'd be like, "In 9:47 is where I turn into a monster." Anyways, listen, guys, it's really nice. You're like, "What? Hold on, what? Your dad's a monster?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, yeah.
I was just so thrown off by that whole situation. I've never had that happen.
Dude, there's been so many situations that like happen like during like a first hangout that I'm like, "Oh no, none of this, absolutely none of this." Dude, did I ever tell you a story about the girl that I found out 2 hours in was a racist?
No.
Did I tell?
Where did you guys go on a date though? That
That says a lot. We
lot.
went on a date in my hotel room. So
Is that a date?
no, but
What was the fucking date? You want to watch Hallmark and share a bar of
no,
soap?
dude. But you said you're so adorable. You said date like every single time you meet a girl, it's like a date.
I
Anyways,
like to say that. Yeah.
It was after a show, and she came over to my hotel
city?
room, huh?
What city?
North Carolina. That would probably be my first.
A racist in North Carolina. You don't say. Yeah, they're pretty Democrat out there. But what was she racist towards? Like,
So, but here's the thing, and it's sort of like related to your story ish. It's like we were talking for a while, literally like 2 hours, bro.
and then it just pops up.
Then it just pops up, dude. She literally, and I'm not going to go into the details because it's kind of egregious, but she literally just like dismounts on the N-word, like hardcore, like hard R, big one. And I go, "Whoa." And she goes, and she looked at me like, she goes, "What? What? Really?
Like,
Really?
What?
Really?" She you know the feeling you get when you're like your mom or dad like don't know how to use their phone in some capacity that's very simple, and they go and they do it, and you go, "Come on, dude, like you know how to do this," type of thing. That's the same
That's how she
reaction
felt?
she gave me when I gave her flack on saying the N-word, and then she
Right.
goes, "Are you serious? Like really, you're gonna be like that?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah." You're in my hotel room. You can't just say that willy nilly like it's no big deal.
Right.
And she kept saying it, and like I like really backwoods racism, but it came out too.
She started like chewing tobacco the second she said it. It just appeared in her lip. You're like, when did that come in?
Yeah, she just like
It's a
appeared.
North Carolina thing. You say the N word, you just get a lipper in. It's just like, goddamn. You're like, whoa.
She shakes my hand. There's a Ford F-350 key.
That's
in
what I'm
it.
saying, dude. She's a fucking dad scaring away all the dates. Are you allowed to say her first name? You know, it has to be, because I feel like first names say a lot. Like if her name was like anything with like Jane, like Crystal Jane or something like that. Like, did she have like a double name like that?
It wasn't a double name. It was Jess.
You would think Jess wouldn't be racist.
Dude,
you think of Jess as like somebody
she
into
hid
like
her racism
ponies.
for 2 hours. 2 hours.
Did you
of-
say anything that sparked it?
I don't really know what I said. Apparently, she has like in her dad's business. She has a lot of like black people that work for her dad. So she like was sort of, I think I asked her what her dad did or whatever, and then she just like there's a bunch of blah 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 that I was like, what? It came out of fucking nowhere, dude. Because she's like this nice little blonde hair girl that like did like looked pretty innocent or whatever. But then I was just like, yo, and literally I'm not even trying to be funny, but like I literally had to make the choice of like, if I proceed with this, am I a racist? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you enter a racist, are you now a racist? Is that how the passing of the torch?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
here's where my justification
I'll
came in.
settle. I'll settle for a blowjob. Right?
Here's where my justification came in. I go, listen, if I think that I'm a racist, if I have sex with a racist, that's a very conceited statement, right? Because then I'm like, because I'm saying essentially that this sex is going to be so good that I'm going to be helping racism, right? So
in some sense, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my justification is I'm just going to do this poorly. I'm just going to come as quick as possible, and then I'm not going to be helping racism. I'm going to be fighting it.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I did.
Yeah, because if you were racist, you would have gone for like an hour
That's
and
what
gave her that racist dick. But you were like, hey, I'm just doing this just to meet minimum requirements.
Yeah, I go, hey, here's some disappointment. Take that back to your farm. You know what I mean?
And then when you came, you yelled equality. And then
man. Yeah.
Good for you, dude. That's a bold choice to take because that is a weird thing.
It was weird. It was also very, very late, and I was like, I don't know.
It's also North Carolina.
It was just the whole situation was super weird. I just came as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think you did the responsible thing to do there.
Thank you, man.
Tweet us if you think Michael did the responsible thing to do here. I think you did. I really think you did. And I think she probably went home, was like, damn, that was some terrible dick. But maybe on the drive home, she was like, maybe I do need to be a little bit more careful with what I say. You know, maybe I'd get better sex if I wasn't so racist. You know,
also,
maybe
my last name is Blaustein. Like,
very.
You know that I'm a Jew. You can't enjoy, like, she didn't like open arm love Jewish people as well. Like, I think it was an all encompassing thing. So then, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to pick and choose the people that I don't know, man. It was a very weird, awkward situation to be in. And dude, hold on. What happened with the knife lady?
So she put the knife down, and I want
to talk about this.
And then I made jokes about it, and I just thought it was hilarious that she thought I was even somewhat threatening at all. Like, I am so weak. Like the only fight I've ever been in was when a bouncer at a bar punched me in the face. Like, I am not. Like, you don't even need a knife to take me out. Like I said, like, that was just crazy to me that someone even pull a knife.
You have the body of like a maple leaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I kind of have like the body of. So this is what the guy on the restroom, how he's just like this little lanky guy. There's not one tone of muscle.
Yeah,
that's my body type. When I put my arms down to the side, I look like a restroom sign.
And that's not. Like, I'm not threatened by that.
No.
Like, if I'm going to your house to fuck you, I'm bringing nothing. Bro, I'm bringing like a pillow to have a pillow fight. Is the biggest fight I think we're going to be in.
Dude, you could take me out with a pillow easy.
No
I've had
problem.
girls go up to my hands and be like, let's compare hand sizes, which is just code for saying you're never going to fuck me. Like, no girl's ever compared hand sizes and been like, damn, small hands, but he can get some ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
Yeah. Dude, do you extra spread? Because I don't have really big hands either.
Bro, I hit the shit
I
right
am
there.
extra spreading.
Dude, it looks like I'm trying to just wrap my hand around just the world's giant cheeseburger. Like, no, I've never thought of myself as like a threatening guy. So when she had the knife, I was just like appalled that like she would, because first of all, we met through Instagram, which means she looked through my Instagram.
Right.
And at some point, like, there's not one shirtless picture of me on there. And just the fact of her was like, okay, I'll bring a knife, you know. But
it's weird.
That is something girls have to consider, though, you know.
Did y'all take it to the next step, or did you?
Yes, come on, bro. Because the knife was in the purse, dog. I don't give a shit after that.
Where did you put the knife? Did you just leave it out on the table?
No, so I actually put it in her back, killed her immediately. But,
you killed her?
Yeah.
Six.
No, dude, here's the thing. She puts it in her purse and then zips up the purse and leaves the purse in the kitchen. I was like, okay, if I wasn't a murderer before, like,
You just gave me.
Yeah, right.
Now you're not going to be able to get to it.
Right. So killed her definitely.
She's dead, dude.
Yeah. So R.I.P. No, but dude, she was super cool. It was a fun night. Whatever. But
Speaking of murders, and Ted Bundy's not hot. I don't care what anyone says.
Zac Efron playing Ted Bundy is the most outlandish thing Hollywood has done in a fucking minute.
My girl goes, Ted Bundy's hot. And I go, hey, real quick. No, he's not. And we went Google image Ted Bundy, right?
Yeah.
And she took.
Can we see a picture of him real quick?
Yeah, she took 4 minutes. 4 minutes to find a hot one. She goes, that one. I go, buddy, what are you talking about?
Ted Bundy.
And here's all the ones that she found. She found ones that after he went to prison. So like I'm saying.
So you had that prison body was a little chiseled up, dude.
So you did all the murders when you were a not hot dude. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, he's so hot. He looks like dude, he has a unibrow.
And also Zac Efron. I was like, bro, you can't just go High School Musical and then just kill bitches. Like there's a trajectory here, you know? Like out of all the creeps that I've seen in Van Nuys, you couldn't have picked one of those dudes. You had to go with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, dude. Zac Efron is a hot man.
Yeah.
He's a hot man. And now he's going to play Ted Bundy, who looks like George Mira's son.
Dude, you could have got any guy that worked at GameStop to play Ted Bundy, and they would have been an exact replica. But instead, they're going to like try to make Zac Efron like a Ted Bundy.
Dude, you could have went Sprint Store. You could have went AutoZone.
Cricket Wireless.
Metro PCS.
Quiznos, the dude that made your shitty sandwich, dude.
The bus driver that quit. You could have went with him.
Quit, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that girls were actually like getting off on like Ted Bundy, I was like,
it's weird.
What is the bar for sexuality right now? It's like, oh, don't go to the gym, just have a pocket knife on you right now. Like that's what you're into. Just have glasses and cyanide cologne on. It's the bar's low, right?
Yeah, just
Ladies,
a bunch of chloroform in your pocket.
Literally.
Yeah, just you got to get what is hot about murder?
Right.
What is hot about murder?
Here's the thing, because if you went up to a girl and you're like, yo, Casey Anthony, though, kind of smacking, they would be like, Michael, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hey, she got a fat ass, though. You know?
Hey.
But, like, I think that'd be insane if you did say, like, Casey Anthony is hot.
People would be outraged.
She'd be like, she murdered a child. And you're like, yeah, but what about Ted Bundy? Okay, but that's different, all right?
Yeah, you know what's crazy is
it's a different time.
People get outraged when you go, you know those teachers that are fucking kids? When you're like, well, that teacher's pretty hot. They go, how could you say that?
Right,
he had sex with a 7-year-old. She's a monster. And then all the other women that I've heard are like, no, Ted Bundy's hot. He killed 94 people.
Yeah.
94 people are dead in the ground. And you're like, yeah, but he's very symmetrical.
Yeah.
What?
But he was 5'10", so it's kind of my king right there. He actually was 5'10".
He was 5'10"?
5'10". Because I used to have a joke about that, like how girls are into guys that are like, that's a perfect height. And then I was like, you know who's 5'10"? Ted Bundy. It's like, you still think he's hot? But if I said that now, girls would be like, yeah.
Oh, is 5'10"?
5'10's like, because girls love that. Like 5'10's like, that's her go-to number.
Is that how tall you are?
No, I'm 6.
You're
6
6?
Yeah, 6
You're
foot.
You're so lucky, bro.
Ladies, you need a cut from the top drawer. I got you.
Boop, boop. I am so jealous. I think 6 foot is perfect, dude.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9", and 6 foot people.
But with the hair, you're like what? 5'10", 5'11"?
No, with the hair, I'm 6'3", man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
sure.
too. You're like, bro, you're about 6'6".
I'm in the WNBA with this hair, dog. I can do layups and shit, dog. Yeah, but that's dude, I don't know. Ted Bundy, that's
dude. Speaking of weird dudes, you see this article in People magazine?
People magazine.
Obviously, we're not reading People magazine all the time, but it was an article that's saying it happened actually in North Carolina. It's actually, I pulled it up right here.
Was it Jess from North Carolina?
That would be the best. I don't think it was though. This girl, if y'all didn't read, essentially this girl in North Carolina, she's going to a university in North Carolina. She thought that there was like some type of ghost in her house for like weeks because she would wake up, all her clothes would be missing. There'd be like handprints on the mirror in her bathroom. She's like, what the fuck, dude? And eventually she heard like sounds in her closet like weeks later. She went, opened the closet. There was this dude that she didn't know, some stranger, that was literally living in her closet. And she opened the door, and this dude was fully dressed in all of her clothes, wearing her backpack, her underwear, just sitting there. And she was like, "Oh my God, are you gonna like hurt me or whatever?" And he was like, "No, I'm not gonna. He just wanted to wear her clothes, bro." And then her like it was like that is a bizarre.
Also, how do you not check the closet the first thing?
That's the first thing you're checking.
Oh yeah.
You go closet.
I feel like she like looked under the couch, like in every movie they look under the couch for somebody. Yeah. The closet? That's like go-to.
The closet, yeah, and especially because she said she was
killer's
hearing,
dugout, yeah.
but he was living there, bro.
Wow.
She was like sleeping and stuff, and some weird dude wearing your Hello Kitty underpants are just staring at you while you're sleeping. It's just, yeah, this whole world is insane, man.
That is. I don't know, man. Should we get into our experience?
Yeah.
All right, so what we did for this episode, we didn't become Ted Bundy or any of that, but what we did is we're out doing stand-up a lot. You know, it's a pretty usual thing. And then I think joking around, you're like, we should get high and go do stand-up. And I was like, aha, okay. That's what we did. It's what we did. So
let me just let the people know. Michael Blaustein, your boy. I don't drink for the most part. I probably drink like once every 4 months. And I do not smoke. Not a big weed guy. I can't handle it, dude. Even in like a casual setting, like before I go to sleep or something. It's not chemically it doesn't work for me. Like I freak out. I have like a little bit of an anxiety. I overthink or underthink everything, dude. And you know what the worst thing to do ever when you're overthinking or underthinking everything? Talking in front of people. Yeah. And dude, the most terrifying thing, was it uncomfortable for you to do stand-up high?
It was very uncomfortable because I'm usually pretty high energy when I'm on stage.
Yeah, me too.
But I was like so casual, like I was like smooth. That was the smoothest I've ever been, but not really. Like my voice was like so like monotone, like it was like chill. Like I felt like I never reached anything above this.
That's literally what it was. I thought.
But I'm usually
you sounded like a dude. You know the R&B singer that like is talking before he goes into song like, hey girl, you know what I am? Was your tone the entire
I 100%
set.
Agree.
And your hand was in your pocket. I've never seen your hand in your pocket.
I was fucking chilling.
Dude.
Yeah. So me personally, I like to smoke, but not like I'm a home stone, you know, like I don't, you know, like I want to be within walking distance of my room at all times.
Dude, but even like when you smoke, even when you're home, right? You don't start to overthink your life.
No, I do.
Like, dude, like I'll literally, if I'm smoking, dude, I'll smoke. And for the first 5 minutes, I'm having a good time. And then I'll be like watching basketball, right? And then I'll see someone who's like 18 years old making $70 million. And I go, my life's in shambles because he's only 18, he's making $70 million. What the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting in Hollywood in my one bedroom just jerking off. What am I doing? I'm telling dick jokes in front of fucking people for my living. Like, I'm a loser.
Oh, yeah, dude, it sinks in hard. It's weird. I'm either like super, super happy or I like, and it moves quick. The anxiety, it starts with like, oh fuck, what if I don't get that audition? And then like 5 minutes later, I'm thinking like, I'm gonna be 73 and have 3 followers online and still be doing these fucking stupid videos. Like,
you're
like,
gonna do
it's quick, dude.
I know.
Like I go from 0 to I'm gonna die alone real quick.
Dude. I go 0 to my father doesn't love me fast.
Right, dude. It's weird, but when I'm smoking with friends, I'm chilling, I'm happy. That's how I come up with a lot of shit like that. When I'm in a good environment,
dude, but
that's how I wrote some of my best jokes.
It depends on who my friend. It depends on the crowd that I'm hanging out with. Like I smoked one time in front of my girl. I had to freak out, never do it again.
Right.
But yeah, like we were fine when we were smoking.
I think walking into the venue, we were both chilling. We're like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. But a lot of people don't know this about the LA comedy scene. Is it kind of certain times it gets just kind of dark for no reason, whether when somebody kicks off the show super negative or whatever, but it just sets the tone a lot. Like the first dude that went up there he used to work at Pornhub, and that's what he talked about for like 5 minutes. And he's like, you ever watch so much porn that you can't even watch it? I was like, yo, that's a dark place to be in.
And then you go, yes, I've been there plenty of times. Yeah. And then that triggers you freaking out like, oh dude, do I watch too much porn? Am I addicted to porn? Do I not jerk off for a couple months so I can feel that? It's like it triggers. Yeah, dude, and just the environment of stand-up in general. Because when you're high, you're like extra sensitive, right? So you don't really feel all of that when you're not high. But when you're high sitting in
you just don't think. Like somebody will say something, like, okay. But then somebody was up there and he was like, so this is what I do. I'm a 42-year-old with a master's degree, but still drive for Uber because, you know, we're all going to make it. And I was like, whew, because sober me, I'd be like, haha, yeah, whatever. But like high me was like, oh, fuck. Like I wanted to just run out and be like, we're all doing it.
Like, you just run right into traffic. Where's the truck?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because what happens to me is, and maybe what happens to you too, is like I have 2 different voices in my brain. I got the voice
When you're sober or high or both at all
when
times?
I'm all times, right? So I have one guy that's like the depressed dude, right? That'll take thoughts and be like, yeah, I don't think I am gonna make it, like, because I've been doing this X amount of years, and like people that have been doing this amount of years, they're hosting SNL, and I just don't think I'm gonna make it. But at the same time, I have another dude, a stronger voice, that's like, yo, shut the fuck up, other voice. We're good.
Right.
We got this going
Yeah.
for you, and this going for you, and this
100%.
going for you, and you got the long term goals of this and this, and you're executing stuff and blah blah blah. But the problem is when I'm high, that loud voice kind of motivator dude is high as fuck.
Yeah, so he's not chiming in.
Oh, dude, he's eating pizza
He's on his break
a couch,
right there. Yeah,
dude.
it's almost like they have shifts.
Yeah.
Like during the day, I'm like, dude, I got this. I'm making it. We're making it moves and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then at night, it's like they like high five each other on the way out. Like, all right, you're taking over. And then the negative guy's like, oh, you're looking at videos, your old videos. That's funny. You haven't had a hit in a while, have you, Trev? Well, that video did 23,000 views. Oh wow, that's great compared to your 17 million, you pussy.
Yeah,
dude, they like,
dude, I know.
And when you're high, that dude sometimes just gets like a raise at the company because he's just barking out orders like, never gonna make it, dude. Everybody's getting married, dude. Your best friend just had a kid. What are you doing?
You'll never own a house, you fucking bitch.
You fucked up pocket pussy. Hey, it was nice. I enjoyed it.
It was for research.
You
Jesus
can't raise a
Christ.
family with a pocket pussy. Mom, okay, let's relax.
Why
here.
is my mom in the room?
Right. But I do feel that. And I think I went into it with a good vibe.
Yeah.
And then it got real negative. And then I was second up on the lineup. So I didn't have much time to, I guess, prepare or sober up because I didn't even know what jokes to do. But I ended up starting with my newest stuff. It's material I really like if I'm doing it right, Right. So, and I think it started okay. I missed a chunk in the middle. But and then I closed it on a bit that I like to do about Rite Aid. But it felt like the longest 5 minutes ever. Because usually I'm complaining. If I'm on a show and they're like, you get 5 minutes, I'm like, that's it. Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Right, dude.
But yesterday I was like, 5 minutes? Whew, let me get some Gatorade because this is a fucking marathon.
Yeah, anyone have a towel, please?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because dude, when I'm high, I mean, obviously everyone has the same feeling. Like, I have no concept of time.
Yeah.
Time is irrelevant to me. I have no idea if I've been on stage for 20 minutes or 5 seconds. I don't have any idea. And with stand-up too, dude, like the music in which you say something, like the melody in which you say a joke, the delivery is so fucking important, dude. So I'm sitting there, when I went up, I'm sitting there trying to like get back into like the way I say things, and I'm pausing, and I don't know if I paused for a while or 1 second. Everything just felt fucking like a little off.
Yeah.
It was, and then I'm looking out and people like looking at me being like, I wanted to be like, stop judging me, everyone.
I also didn't make eye contact with a single person.
That's
like
so
usually
funny.
like I'll like try to connect with people, but I was just like back and forth, just like, don't look. Yeah, exactly. Like I felt like I was like, fuck, these people are looking at me,
And dude, that was the first time I've ever been high on stage. Like
I've
first
done
time I've
it
ever
a
been
few
high.
times, but everybody at the show was also high, so on the same level. And it was an audience. This was mainly comics. I think there was a few people that were just watching whatever, but it was not so pleasant.
No, dude, it was not great. It was not great. And I couldn't even, like when I was up there, dude, I couldn't even think about a joke that I wanted to do, let alone remembering the words of the joke. Like I was just, there was a lot of, it was not, I felt wildly uncomfortable and like not in the moment. And with stand up, you have to be in the moment. Like you have to be. And I was so far out of the moment. And then the fucking high dude is like, man, I guess you're doing average. I guess
I was so focused on just doing my material. I wasn't thinking like, am I bombing? Is this okay?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we both got responses. Like,
yeah,
neither of us had a bad set.
No, not at all.
Because here's the stakes. We were performing for mostly comedians on a rainy night on a Monday for a late 10 o'clock. The show started at 10. So the odds are already against us. So the fact that we even got any chuckles, because the other people, I mean, there was a hooker on the show.
Yo. I can't believe we didn't even open with this.
There's a hooker on the show.
I can't believe we waited.
It's a great episode, by the way. We had hookers, knives, racist people, buses.
Bus drivers quitting.
Hooker.
There was and not even
I wish I could say her name.
It's all, we shouldn't say her name. It's all good. But there was a hooker, like a real live hooker, not like a retired one or one that's like thinking about doing it. Like she pays her membership. What if hookers had unions? That would be hilarious. But I don't know why they just hit my head like that. You know, you have to pay SAG dues, like the hooker dues. Yeah. And if they don't have enough money, and they're like, I don't have enough money. They go, well, and it turns in, they tape that.
Bro, that's literally a premium Snapchat account. Have you heard of that shit?
I've heard. Yeah.
Girls just charge you like $10 to get their Snapchat account, and it's just like nudes. It's genius.
Is it? Do they do like live shit, or is it
I
just
don't
like
even know.
check these nudes out?
I've never been desperate enough to. I pulled out the credit card and I'm like, I can't do this.
Really?
I can't. Well, it's because there's somebody I like knew, and I was like, oh shit, she does this stuff.
Oh no,
Or
really?
somebody I went to high school with, and I was about to be like, yo.
Those premium, they go like naked, like
Yeah.
fingering themselves and shit. Like they
I
do.
think so.
Really?
Yeah.
And Snapchat's like fine with that.
I think they get banned, but like, dude, it's like quick cash. You got like, because if you already have a following
Word.
and you're already like flexing on the gram with titties and ass, and you cover it up with an emoji.
Yeah.
And you're some like 16-year-old follower, you're like, $10 to see it without a
Yeah.
peach emoji.
100%, dude. It's like I wanna be like, come on, bro, but at the same time, I respect it.
Yeah.
Like if whatever. But
Also,
anyway, so there was a
Pornhub
hooker
free. Yeah.
on the show, and I'm gonna be honest, she wasn't unfunny. Like she had
No, she definitely, and that's not the first time I've seen strippers on stage too.
strippers I've seen a bunch.
Yeah, strippers do.
You know what's
stand-up.
funny about in New York, dude? You never see that shit for the most
Really?
part. You never like LA's the only like comedy sort of like collective that you see like weird shit.
Did you see a lot of people who aren't even stand up in there? And they're like, the first thing they'll say, they'll walk up, like, have you heard somebody be like, first of all, I just want to say I'm an actor. My agent just wanted me to do stand up. The whole room was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, boo, get the fuck out of the goddamn way, dude.
Yeah.
I really I fucking hate that. Dude, did I tell you the show that I did with a dude? Did I say this last episode where the dude
No.
was playing the
Accordion, right?
accordion? Did I say this already?
No, you told me, but not on the episode.
Bro, I need to tell you guys this. I did a show maybe 2 weeks ago where this dude literally, he had suspenders on, maybe 60 years old. He takes out like a small little piano guitar thing. What are they called? Whatever.
I don't even fucking know.
Whatever. And he started playing it on stage with his tongue. I'm going to pause and let you guys soak that in and take that and make it a visual in your brain. On a professional stand-up show, he takes out that fucking little piano thing and plays it with his fucking tongue, bro. I wanted to leave so bad.
Did he crush at all, or?
That's what made me angry is that song crushed. And he wasn't like unfunny, but I was just like, come on, bro.
Is that the weirdest act you've ever had to follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had to follow like heavy hitter people, but they're comics. Like the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
I had to follow a hypnotist before, so
Really?
so the entire audience is hypnotized, and I'm trying to.
If nothing works, you're like, they'll snap out of it.
Dude, yeah, and there's audience members like
Snapping at him.
Yo, come on!
Let's get an
dude.
applause break in Beagle. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm trying to think about the weirdest one I had to follow. See, anytime somebody does singing, I did that in San Francisco. I had to follow somebody who was like singing, and I was like, but it was terrible. And they did multiple songs, and this was like you said, it was a book show. People ever on it were paid. It was paid tickets, and it was like singing for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I want to be like, the thing is, funny to me, like funny's funny, man. If you get laughs, I'm fine with it.
Right.
You can be a cowboy doing like lasso tricks. If you're crushing, you're crushing. It's all good. But when I have to follow that with like not a piano or not a lasso, then I'm put at like a huge disadvantage, and I'm like, all right, now I have to like reacclimate the audience to like actual stand up. You know what I mean? It just feels like.
Dude, probably the weirdest thing I ever had to follow was it was in Sacramento at this club called Touch of Class. It's like it's 100% an urban room. It's like no one like that. So I was up there because I was doing shows in Sacramento, and I had some boys out there and like come by do the show. Like you'll do fine. The guy ahead of me, so it's a very urban room. The guy ahead of me is this white dude from San Francisco. He's an open mic guy. He's wearing shorts on stage. That's the big no in the comedy world. He opens up with saying a joke about how his girlfriend fingers his ass, and this room is not having it. This old black dude in the back of the room goes, "Ain't nobody want to hear that shit." And then some other dude chimes in. He goes, "Get the fuck off the stage." And then that guy holds his ground. The comedian, he's like, "I'm not getting off stage. This is real life shit." And then I had to follow him. And being that it's an urban room, I'm a white dude. So I walk up there and they're thinking I probably had my asshole finger too. Didn't.
100%.
But I opened with literally, I said that. I was like, yo, just want to real quick. I'm not associated with that guy. That's like I said something. I was like, I'm not one of those white guys. And the crowd like lost. Like, fucking we love you.
Right.
It was just so weird.
It's so weird trying to follow. Dude, my
I could
first
just
time.
feel the eyes staring at me when I walked up.
Like you feel your asshole pucker.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I mean?
looked at my eyes and they looked straight at my ass and be like, he's had that play with before.
Yeah, I can see a finger already inside of it currently.
Yeah, that was pretty recent too.
Yeah, dude, another weird one. This is the first time I was ever on stage. The first time I was ever on stage, I was at an open mic, Lower East Side, and it was a show where you could essentially you had 7 minutes to do whatever you want.
Right.
So this person that went before me did modern dance to no music. She forgot her music. So she asked the host to make some type of music sound. And you know what he chose to do? He chose to do farting noises.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
He chose to do fucking farting noises while she does modern dance, dude. And
it's also
then
the most New York performance I've ever heard of.
Dude, oh my God, man. The only thing that would have made it more New York if she was like wearing like a meat dress or some shit like that. Dude, I was so, and I was in the back petrified because it's like, I've never done stand-up before. So I'm petrified, dude. Yeah. And then I have to follow that. And then they're like, all right, next comic coming to the stage, Michael. It's like, what a weird thing to follow. And then I just ate my dick for 7 minutes.
So overall, the experience you had yesterday on stage, probably never gonna do it again, right?
No, dude, I can't, man. It's dude, I get weird when I'm high and I'm walking around my apartment.
Right.
So it's like it's just uncomfortable, dude. I'll never do it again.
If the crowd I've done a show before, where like they're passing around joints from like comedian to audience member, right? And it's in a closed like small space, like that's dope because like you can say some high idea that only makes sense to high people because that's the only person that can translate it, and they get it. But you say that to a sober crowd, and they're like, I don't. Yeah, that's not a good app idea. Why is he up there saying that?
Yeah, I don't think you should start a band just using paper towels. That makes no sense to me.
So if the other people around me are, but like the comedians that smoke before I go on stage, I'm like, what kind of fucking lunatic?
Just every single time.
Yeah.
And I hear it so many times when someone will say a joke and be like, well, I mean, I'm high, so whatever. Like, I'm like,
yeah, it feels like a cop out almost.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, even that show last night, I let the audience know I was high. And I still felt like the whole time I was just trying to act like I wasn't high, even though I just told them while I was high.
Right.
It's like you ever like been real drunk and you're like trying to talk to like a cop or something, and the whole time you're just trying to pretend you're not drunk.
That's how I felt. Yeah, I was fighting it the whole time.
I was fighting highness all the time. So it might be more fun if, and to your point, if you just let kind of your highness go because everyone else is high, so you don't feel restricted. I felt restricted. I felt like I couldn't be. Because dude, at one point I remember I was on the stage and I was like moving my arms back and forth like I was floating, and I was like, I feel like I'm kind of in caramel, and then no one laughed, and I go psych, and I just started to move on to other bits because no one. It's like a different frame of mindset.
Yeah, well, I think for both of us, we're both pretty high energy people on stage, so this like slowed us way the fuck down. So it's like you said, rhythm. You're not in your same time. You're not in your grooves, and you're not as expressive. Yeah, and it's just weird. It's like I feel like I don't need to be doing this right now. Yeah, like why would I put this on myself?
It's very
like if we have an episode do cocaine then get on stage, I would have 18 standing ovations.
Buddy, I've never done cocaine and just crushing. Anyway,
get up, stand down. Get up, stand down. Get up, stand. No, it just. Yeah, dude, it was a handicap for us. It hurt us, if anything.
I felt like I was in. You ever seen that movie Bubble Boy?
Yeah,
where he's in a bubble. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was in a bubble trying to communicate through the bubble, and everyone's like, "What are you talking about? I can't really hear you, but I sort of can."
It also doesn't fit us versus somebody like the Lucas Bros, who are so like mellow. They could be sober or high as shit, and you never know the difference.
Yeah, and their shit. I mean, they're super funny, and their shit like works. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, I need to commit to bits. So if I'm not fully committed, my shit does not work. Right. And I was not committed, dude. You know that I'm not committed when my foot is on the stool. You know that
anytime you're grabbing like something, you know, the hand grab is huge. Because comics know the other comic body language. Like you see him grab the mic, start fondling the mic stand. You're like, oh, this ain't going too high.
You know what's also funny is when someone's not doing well and they go to grab the mic stand and they miss.
Yeah. Dude, that's like, oh my God, that's my favorite thing to see because like only comics pick up on that. It's like, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Fuck. I'm gonna wrap things up. He's just grabbing, he's just milking an imaginary udder almost.
Dude, how was the drive home? Because my drive home was terrible, dude. When I'm high, I cannot drive. By the way, dude, you let them know that it was fucking pouring raining. Yeah. It was. If we're in LA, dude, it never rains. So I'm sitting there driving through pouring rain.
Oh, the roads aren't made for this much rain.
No, dude. And so it's where I'm like hydroplaning. I feel like I'm driving through the rain, and in my high mind, I'm like, I feel like I'm driving through ghosts. Like it's just weird, dude.
Once I made it from the streets to the freeway, I was like, we're chilling.
Oh, you had to drive on the freeway.
Yeah, because I went streets, then half and half. because it was all side streets, which was like potholes, sketchy people,
yeah, dude.
lights are changing colors, people are swerving. Freeway's fine. Freeway was great. And then I remember there was like a minute where I enjoyed it. It was like nobody on the freeway and a Future song came on. Just turned that shit off. I was
sick,
like,
dude.
okay, here we go. I was like 10 hours of panic just for one song. Let's go.
Yo, I was panicking for like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, listen, Mike, when I'm high, I always call myself Mike. It's really funny. I go, Mike, relax,
Your
Mike.
sober up name?
My name's Michael.
No, but your sober up name. Like you say that yourself.
Oh, right.
Like to like get you in order. Like, okay. Oh, use the abbreviated name.
When I'm
Fuck,
at the
you
gym,
serious.
when I'm at the gym, or when I'm high or drunk, whatever, I need to like motivate myself to get to a certain mindset. I'll be like, Mike, you're fine, Mike. You're good, Mike. And I'm driving for like 5 minutes, yelling at myself. Literally, not in my head, like yelling. I'm like, Mike, you're fine, Mike. You're fine, Mike. Like out there. And then I'm like, all right, dude, you're good. Just put on some music and you'll get home. So I'll put on like a Khalid song, and you know, like I love that shit, but it's like real mellow. So I'm like listening to the song, and then all of a sudden my brain like makes myself be on stage with Khalid, and then I'm driving, and then I pick my head up and I go, yo, did I drive through every red light?
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
I'm not driving. So I had to turn it off and like focus.
Oh, dude, I just love how the grip changes when you're driving. You're like sober, you're just driving like one hand, like we got this. The high driving, that's why the 10 and 2 method was actually invented. Not for like correct driving, it's for high people.
Yeah.
Like you grip that shit. You're white knuckling.
Yeah, dude, I was white knuckling. I had my seatbelt on. I had the passenger side seatbelt on. I went, it's two, just fucking, dude. I moved my seat up. I had glasses on.
NASCAR driving gloves.
Oh, dude.
You're like, we just wanted you to reverse out of the garage so I could get out. You're like, I know.
Yeah, I put like the drive gloves on.
Oh yeah, dude. So overall, it was. I don't know. I was gonna say I'm glad I did it, but I don't think I am.
I'm not glad I did it, man.
I don't think I am.
Well, honestly, the only
But I think that's what the show's kind of about, though.
Yeah, dude. The only reason why I'm glad that I did it is just a realization of why I don't do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Well, sometimes you got to do it just to remember you don't
you
like
gotta
it.
you gotta have a reminder, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's like sometimes you see a whole bag of like hot fries or something at the store. You're like, those sound great, and you're like, didn't need that.
Yeah, you eat the whole thing.
Didn't
You're
need
like, oh, I'm gonna vomit. I'll try those again in a year.
Right, exactly. So if last night could be a thing, it would be a bag of hot fries. I feel like because from a glance, it's like, yo, it's gonna be funny as fuck. And then when I left, I was like, I'm in pain. I am in pain.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that again.
But
I hope y'all enjoyed listening to it, and you can watch it on the vlog and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking hilarious.
so yeah, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, on the YouTube, there's actual footage of us doing it. It's raw. It's uncut. It's literally us in front of people just trying to tell jokes.
High as shit.
But if you want to see us not high and performing,
Yeah.
come out to a show. Those are good ones.
Those are much better.
just added Miami, March 22nd, 23rd. Just got that today. So
Boom.
Super stoked on that. I won't be high. It's actually Miami. I might be high as shit, dog.
Yeah, who
Maybe
knows,
some
dude?
PCP, dude. Maybe a little bit of Ibiza juice or something out there.
Ecstasy, bro.
Dude.
Can you imagine doing stand-up on ecstasy?
That's next episode, right?
Yep. Yep.
Well, you got anything you want to plug?
Nah, man. I just want to plug this show, man, because I feel like this podcast is great, and I think that you should go on iTunes, and I think you should subscribe, rate it.
Well, the people
and
that are like
review it.
messaging us on Instagram and sending in suggestions, like that's dope. Like the people
Yeah.
that are like sending us references to what we say, like that's dope. So keep doing that. We got somebody sending us a painting, some art.
I'm sick.
Send us something.
I'm stoked about
We
that.
ain't got a PO box, but send us something. We'll
Send
find it.
to us. Just send it to Hollywood, and we'll find it.
Yeah, Hollywood at Hollywood in Hollywood.
Yep, that's it.
You just title it Brad Pitt, or better yet, Zac Efron.
Zac
Because
Efron,
Zac Efron gets everything these days. So
aka Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Send it.
I can't believe he's really Ted Bundy.
That's crazy. All right, man. Well, hey, listen. Thank you guys so much for listening. Keep listening. We'll try to keep it interesting. Stiff Socks. We love you.